close your eyes and just vote. Don't even look. Just vote. Because I'm with you, Mark. These Republicans, and I predicted it today, it's all theater. It's all theater. And Ted Cruz is the leader, and Lindsey Graham comes up today and says, no, we're not. I don't think we're going to do this till after the election now. What's the purpose of doing it? It's too late. It'll be too late to fix it. It's too late to fix it after the election.
They should have done this 2 months ago with the social media stuff. Now all of a sudden, a week before or 2 weeks before the election, they want to do something about this because of the New York Post story or New York Times, whatever it was. I mean, give me a break. This should have been done 2 months ago, not 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'll agree with you. One quick thing, and then I'm going to let you get in the social media thing about what you want to talk about. Minnesota today saw a story. Let me tell you something. If you're talking about an earthquake on election night, when Minnesota goes red, folks, that's the state of Walter Mondale and Jesse Ventura, okay? That's all I got to say. WWE, man, Jesse Ventura was a governor of Minnesota, of all places. That state's got a chance to go red, Mark. That's how crazy this wave is about to hit this country.
I got a feeling that California's red, brother.
I do too, brother.
If they have control of the voter electoral fraud out there, I think it has a chance to go red. But they got to get control of it. If they don't have control of it, and you know as well as I do, when the Democrats lose California, it's over.
It's over. If they lose New York, it's over. If they lose New York, it's over. Because New York, look, the only part of New York that's liberal is New York City. That's it. There's no areas of New York other than maybe AOC's district, which is right around New York City, just a little bit north of there, and a few of those suburbs. But I've got so many people up in New York that follow this show, and they tell me every day, all the time, it's conservative here. It's a terrible thing to live here because we're being ruled by a bunch of liberals, and it may look like it's liberal to the country, but the people that live here are under suppression. And if we got conservative leaders over New York, you'd see a change. But it goes back to that power base in New York City. That's where the liberals are. Okay, now, having said all that, I'm gonna turn the show over to you because this suppression and the censorship has been big, and I want you to just say however you want to feel led to say, buddy, from here on in, and take over the show. Go ahead.
All right. So the other day, 37 YouTube channels got kicked off of YouTube because of suppression. My channel, Mark Taylor Official, was one of them. I am no longer on YouTube. I do not have a channel right now. At the time, I did not have a reason, but my IT girl had sent me the email that they said that I was bullying, I guess, somehow. So I don't know what other reasons they gave for the other 37 channels. I know there was a bunch of us taken down. Red Pill 78 was one. X22 was one. There was a ton of us hit all at once. So I do not have a channel right now, guys. So any interview that I do, I will share here on Twitter, on my Twitter feed, at Patton6966. I'll share all my latest stuff there for now until something gives. The other thing is that I have someone, Chris, the assault on social media and the assault against those of us on the front lines is getting hotter and hotter by the day. We know this is going to happen.
It is.
I have someone on Facebook Messenger that is messaging people pretending to be me. I don't know who it is, but please turn him in. I do not use Messenger except for maybe 5 people. And I do not message people on Facebook Messenger. And they're trying to garner up like maybe some money for something, for some type of a cause. I don't do that, okay? If I do it, it'll be on Twitter or it will be on this show or one of the other shows, something like that. I am not going to Facebook message someone. So if you see someone that's pretending to be me, please turn them in. The third thing, PayPal. I am so sick and tired of PayPal. PayPal is literally trying to inhibit my business. They're putting a hold on funds coming into my business because it's me. PayPal, if you send in a donation, folks, I don't take donations. Yes, I have had some very loving people track me down and send me some donations. I love and bless those people, but I don't have a donations tab. But there have been people that send, I'll use this as an example, people who send Chris a donation. Please listen to what I'm about to say. Whoever you send a donation to, whether it's Chris or someone else, do not use my name in the comments.
Exactly.
If you use my name in the comments, PayPal will put a 30-day hold on the money because it's me.
They done it.
And then they are turning around and calling people like Chris or other people I do interviews with and asking them personal questions about me, which is Gestapo tactics. So if you give a donation, do not mention my name, whatever you do, or your money's going to get put on hold, because that's what they're doing to me right now.
Amen.
So that's what's happening on the social media front. I wish these guys would let Section 230 roll and let the lawsuits fly, brother.
Yep.
Because that's the only thing that's going to stop this mess right now at this point.
All righty, guys, you're watching a special Tuesday night Spiritual Smackdown with my brother from another mother, Mark Taylor. Thank you, Mark, and he's absolutely right, folks. Look, we appreciate all the donations. We're trying to get off of PayPal, hopefully by the end of the year. It's a slow process because they only allow us to do so much per month. And hopefully by the end of the year, we won't have PayPal. But anytime that somebody has sent us a donation and has put in that subject line your name, and there was somebody else, but your name especially, we never saw the money. We never saw it. So anyway, guys, if you got a question for Mark or me, please put them in. We got about 15 minutes. Mark, 2 weeks out, brother. I tell you what, I think the next 48 hours. You know, I told you this last week when I saw you. The next 10 days we're going to be very telling.
10 days.
I was pretty prophetic, man. I thought I was pretty prophetic what I told you, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Spot on. I mean, look, the next 24 to 48 hours before this next debate, I believe is going to be critical as to the information that comes out. Because how is he going to get on that debate stage and defend this information that comes out at the last minute, brother? He's not even going to have time to prep. So I'm hearing rumblings. One of the Anons had put out, they're hearing rumblings, chatter going on that they're fixing to yank him.
Yeah.
So the Democratic Party is. And so what do they do? I don't know. I have no clue. We're about to find out, because there's no way he's going to be able to defend against all this evidence that's coming out right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. And a couple of good questions coming out already. One of these is, why were the crimes released this late? Insight. All I can tell you is that's a question of our pay grade. They just timing's everything.
Timing,
folks. Let me tell you. I told you this back in the summer. Anything that happened after September the 1st would have been viewed as political, and I was absolutely spot on. You can't do nothing about this right now. If Trump was to go in there and jump on Joe Biden tomorrow, you know who that would hurt? It wouldn't hurt Joe Biden. It'd hurt President Trump, because it looked like a political hit job. You don't want to do that. But November the 4th, all bets are off. Mark, any thoughts on that? I think I'm pretty square on that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Teresa is asking about the 10 days of darkness. I don't know, Teresa. That's kind of a mystery for everybody. It's anybody's guessing game. It's been told that the internet could go down. That's be the extreme part of the 10-day of darkness could be the internet goes down. How do they red pill an entire generation of people? One has said that they could take the internet down, the television would go down, your phones would go down, except for your 911 capabilities. And then the only thing, because look, this generation, Chris, they can't live without this. They can't live without the cell phone and the internet.
That's right.
So you take that away and you take down the television, and the military would take over the airwaves, and you see taped confessions of like Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, or military tribunals, and that way the truth would come out. I don't know that's going to happen. That would be the extreme. That's just one of the things, one of the theories that one of the Anons had put out. I don't know about the 10 days of darkness. It could be something else, referring to something else on that. I really don't know, but that would be the extreme part of it if it did do that.
Without a doubt. Folks, if you've asked one question, there's no need to ask it 6 times. If we don't see it, I'm sorry, but you don't need to be posting it 6 times. That's very rude. Don't be doing that. What's the status of General Flynn? As far as I know, there's really no status.
They're still waiting.
They're still waiting.
They're
waiting
for Judge Sullivan,
yeah,
I think.
Judge Sullivan.
As far as I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mark, I will ask you this. I get a lot of questions about Barr. I have to tell you, Barr's not done anything I've seen. I mean, he's delayed this a little bit with the Durham report, but I believe, again, his heart is in the right place, not wanting to do anything political. I just think if it's seen as political, it damages the president, doesn't hurt him. And I know we're all out here biting at the bit for justice, but we still got to be paid. We're only 2 weeks out, man. We're just 2 weeks from this election.
Right.
And look, Trump is going to still be your president until January the 17th, folks. Just remember that. No matter what happens Monday night on the 3rd. God forbid the worst case scenario happens. It's not. But God forbid it does. He's still president until 17th. There's a lot of things that go on 90 days in this country. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
But My personal
It's not going to happen in 90 minutes.
90 minutes, brother.
The way it's rolling right now.
I don't think Barr's done anything to